Hey Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. So we're gonna talk about the 5 ways to make your stories sizzle, okay? Sizzling stories get more eyes on them. Sizzling stories allow you to have more conversations, create more engagement, and ultimately close more sales. So you can use this for Instagram, you can use it for Facebook. Stories is also on LinkedIn now. So there's multiple places that you can implement this. Also, you can actually tie some of these principles into creating curiosity posts as well, okay? So number 1 is you need to tell a story. So a lot of times when I look at people's stories, it's very disjointed, which I understand. I would rather you be posting stories at all than not, right? But they might say, they might be holding a Santa and say, it's the season of giving. And then the next story is a quote. And then the next story is, them with their shaker cup of their magical goodness, right? Like it's just very disjointed. So again, it's better to post that than not. But what I would encourage you to do is make a story. So I call it a story sequence. This is where you have 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 slides or stories to tell the story sequence. So maybe you had, going back to the holidays, at the time of this recording, we are a couple weeks out before Christmas. So just put up like a quote about Christmas, the holidays, the season of giving, whatever. And then the next one could be maybe a picture of your tree. And you put something like, so excited, we just got our tree today. What about you? Is your tree, do you guys do a fake tree or a real tree? And you could have a poll. So you could have a picture of your tree, or even video would be better. And then the next one could say, maybe it's a GIF or a boomerang of you. And you could be, make a little face, and you could say something like, oh my goodness, I have so many gifts to still get. Who else is in the same boat or ahead of the game? And then you could just ask the question like rhetoric, or you could, do a call to action where they DM you. And then the next story slide could be, another quote, or maybe a cute picture, something around the holidays, maybe a family photo from last year, maybe a photo collage of your kids that are all dressed up in their little outfits, which I totally haven't done that yet. And I don't know how they're going to see Santa, but we'll figure all that out. So you want to tell a story. Okay. Number 1, you need multiple story slides to tell a story. Number 2 is you need to use animation. This is so important. If you want to establish yourself as a social marketer, an online marketer, a team builder, someone who is recruiting or getting coaching clients, you need to elevate your personal brand. And part of that is getting ahead of some of the trends. And you can't just play the card of like, I don't know how. You hire someone to do it or you Google it, okay? If you go to my YouTube channel, The Goal Digger Girl, I actually have tutorials on there that show you how to use some of my favorites, okay? So just go check that out if you need to. So using animation, some of my favorite ones are Story Chick, CHIC. I also love In Stories, especially there's some templates at the top that have sequences with multiple slides. So if you have like a free group challenge or a new product release, or you're going live, like it's really cool. It's all set up for you and you just plug in your pictures and words. It's really neat. So I want you to check those out. That's for iPhone. Android has some other ones too. I also like to use mixed captions to add captions because most people watch stories with the audio off. And then I'll use InShot if I want to add a background, I want to speed it up, anything like that. Those are my favorite apps, seriously. Just go check those out and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. So you want to use animation because it's eye-catching and it draws people in, okay? Third thing, you want to create engagement. So this is where you use a call to action. You're going to ask a question. You're going to use the poll feature. You're going to say, DM me. You're going to say, swipe up if you have the swipe up feature. You're going to say, click here, and then use the @ symbol and type your Facebook group in there or your business page, okay? Or you're going to say, head to YouTube or head to my podcast or my website to go here to figure out whatever it is, okay? Tell them what that call to action is for, why they want to go there. Go to my website for my new blog post, something like that. That is a call to action. If you create a story sequence and you pull them into the story, they're watching multiple stories, you engage them like that and ask them questions, they are going to stay on your stories and watch all of them. And then you're going to end up at the very top of their Instagram or Facebook little story spot. You're going to be first. That is prime real estate because now you're getting them in the habit of viewing your stories every day. And that tells Facebook, and Instagram, I better keep showing Kimberly Janet's Facebook stories because Kimberly loves seeing them, because every time Kimberly goes and checks them out. And you start to create that habit and offering value, whether it's connecting, entertaining, something funny with your kids, right? Or a funny expression. I use Snapchat to record a recap of my Facebook Live today. I just said, hey guys, I went live today talking about goal setting, grab the worksheet, it's free. And I had on a Snapchat filter with these groovy kind of colorful sunglasses, and I had some fun with it. Okay, so you want to entertain, educate, connect, inspire, okay? Number 4 is you want to create curiosity periodically. Do not be the person who posts about your products every day. Like, just don't. You're not a sales rep, okay? You are someone who builds relationships. You connect, you offer value. You can sprinkle it in multiple times a week, or if you have a full-on product line with hundreds of products, or if you are trying to promote the business side, maybe you've got different girls who've hit rank advancements, you can feature them, throughout the stories, but don't be posting about, say you've got some chocolate shake, that's awesome. Don't be the shaker girl where every day you're like, got my shake. The next day, rocking my world with my shake. Look at my shake. Don't be that person, because people will just tune out. You got to change it up. You got to keep people engaged, and you want to be curious about it. Don't show product names. Don't show company names. You're shooting yourself in the foot if you do that. If you want to kind of show it, like maybe you're pouring, using the product or something, hide the label, make sure they can't see on it. But if, as much as you can, try to take the product out of the equation, okay? A few times a week. Don't do it every day unless you can really change it up and be, ninja-like with that. And number 5 is be consistent. Be consistent. Don't get that awesome spot on their story feed. Don't earn that spot and then don't post in your stories for 3 days. Be consistent. I don't post in my stories all day long. I do it once or twice a day. That's it. And I always have 15, 20, 30 slides of stories every day. So it's only once or twice a week. Doesn't take a lot of time, but I'm consistent. I've never missed a day, knock on wood, since stories came out. And I've never missed posting on social media. And it's really served me because I get those prime spots with the algorithm. People are seeing my content, and I'm creating that relationship with them because I'm showing up every single day, even with a Wonder Woman Band-Aid. Okay. Got you. It's commitment. All right. So this is what I want you to do. It's your homework. Say, I'm going to rock my stories below. Put that in the comments. I'm going to rock my stories. Share this into your stories and tag me. Tell me your favorite part. And you can tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, and I'll give you a special Goal Digger shout out. So thank you for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.